The great war between Pewdiepie and T-series has been going on for over 5 months. Both participants have fought truly and honorably for the #1 spot. Or have they?
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
Have you wondered how Pewdiepie can still be in the lead? I mean, people have not been giving him as much attention recently. People must be doing something else. That was smooth. Is it Pewdiepie who just have bought bots to keep up? Is it T-series who used bots long before they got close to Pewdiepie and are now shaving them off? Is it maybe YouTube who are profiting off of both of these channels growing? Or maybe it is Haram. I'm sorry, I'm sorry about that. It's my hair. My hair is probably... Fuck. Shit. Let's do it like this. If you have a hoodie, keep it like this. You're gonna wanna fix your ears up for this one. I do actually have some very interesting things to share with you. As all of you who have been following the war between Pewdiepie and T-series probably know, someone is most definitely using bots. What a few other guys before have been talking about is the Social Blade YouTube stream. And they have a really interesting graph in the lower corner. And it basically shows that when the sub gap gets to 0, it just like hovers there. This isn't to bash Pewdiepie or anything, I just want to shed some light on what I found, which is really interesting. But it's controlled by an algorithm. That's the only thing I know, and I just want to say that as a disclaimer also. I have no proof of anything. I'm just speculating. So what I've done is I made an Excel arc. I've collected data from the last like 6 months, I think. This first graph, maybe the easiest one of them to understand. T-series is growing about 4 times quicker than Pewdiepie. But then Mr. Beast comes in with his billboards and Pewdiepie gets a huge bump. Next spike, Mr. Beast saying Pewdiepie 100,000 times. Printer hacks, Julian Roberts, $1 million Times Square. Markiplier, another huge bump. And then YouTube Rewind with Jaden Animation and Logan Paul right after. And the great subscriber purge when T-series lost like 200,000 subscribers or whatever, when everyone was just like, T-series is botting, they're using subbots. Year review, because that was such a popular video. Davey504, my boy, visits T-series headquarters. Then Ben Shapiro hosts meme review, Mr. Beast at Super Bowl, Jack Spedicy. I know my jokes are a bit old, but whatever. Let's go on. Elon Musk hosts meme review, that was a big spike. So what you can see in this graph is that, first of all, not only Pewdiepie gains subscribers when someone does a big stunt for him, T-series gains quite a lot of subscribers sometimes too. Notice how after every peak, first everyone watches, and then the people who are late watches also subscribes, and then it goes down, and it's trying to get to that one line. So it's like in the beginning, tries to go down, 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 doesn't really try to go down anymore. So that's what I find suspicious. Probably like after Elon Musk, that's the last dip we have, and then it just like keeps going upwards. Moving on, next graph. The next graph I want to show you is where I compared Pewdiepie searches versus subscribers per day. And as you can see here, he didn't get that much attention and that many people who searched for him, but he got a lot of subscribers in the beginning. But then it changes over time. He gets more and more attention and more people Google him, but less people subscribe, which kind of makes sense because people have already subscribed. You can't subscribe how many times you want unless you have a click factory in your back garden. But to address the school shooter in the hallways, sorry, that was inappropriate. To address the elephant in the room, the last peak was of course the Christchurch shooting, where the guy said subscribe to Pewdiepie. If you want to look at it from the bright side, Pewdiepie didn't gain any subscribers at all, basically. If you're interested in the matter, I like what H3H3 said about it. They had a really good approach. Anyways, moving on. So what I did next was I took those 2 graphs and I have never done math in English. I'm from Sverige. Heja Sverige! Pewdiepie är min kompis. Kom igen Felix. Du får fan se till att vinna den här skiten nu. My math vocabulary is non-existent, so bear with me. I subtracted the Pewdiepie searches from the PewDiePie subscribers and got this red line here. So what you can see is the same as I was talking about before. It has a pretty steady curve downwards. Anyway, here at the Elon Musk area, once again, you can see that it starts going upwards. You could argue that people started botting there, somewhere there. Next graph, PewDiePie subscribers are the x-axen, fuck me, it's the horizontal. You think I look like that retarded kid with the basketball like 4 years ago? Okay, fine. I'll wear this instead, just so you know which side I'm on. This graph is pretty interesting. I know it may be over 9-year-olds normal intellect, but I know you are one hell of an intellectual group. So this x-axis is PewDiePie subscribers, and the y-axis are T-series subscribers, and all the dots are all the days. This gap in between is kind of fascinating. The pile on the left are before the entire war started, so that's where PewDiePie usually is. But then, like right when it started, when the war started, PewDiePie has not gained less than like 80,000 subscribers a day. What's interesting here is that when PewDiePie has gained more subscribers, T-series has as well. And you can see that's illustrated on this histogram as well. PewDiePie is the red and T-series is the blue, so they have switched colors this time. So you can see T-series, they've been in roughly the same terrain except for a few, like, next graph. And if you look at this graph, so right before Davey went to India with his bass guitar, it was really low, and then it went up and didn't really ever go down, just kept rising. So it could, it almost looks like that's where it began. Graph review. So if we assume the people started helping PewDiePie after Elon Musk showed his face on the channel, and that is how they have kept up with T-series, even gaining as much as 240,000 subscribers is an insane pace, instead of maybe 80,000. I think that's a reasonable drop. Then we get a triangle, which would be about 1.5 million subscribers. So I've been researching how much it would cost to buy bulk subscribers. And Google, please, it's not for me, it's for research purposes, okay? Don't ban my accounts yet, alright? Thanks. This is a site that people have recommended. Buy YouTube subscribers. $550 for 10,000 YouTube subscribers. And these people, they claim that the subscribers are real. So no fake accounts, no botting. Maybe it's this like Chinese click farms or whatever, where people just sit on computers and like have an account and subscribe to that person, subscribe. Or if it's like other people who use this subscription, maybe. You subscribe to 5 people, then 3 people subscribe back to you. $82,000, that's not so bad. 80 grand. I could pay that. How many people could pay for this? How many people are both rich and stupid enough? So the US has 372 million people, right?
Wrong.
11 million of those are millionaires. And so let's say it's that way for the rest of the world as well. 2.2% of the people in the world have an IQ lower than 69, which means that if PewDiePie's core audience consists of 5 million people, 3,700 of those have an IQ lower than 69 and $1 million. Math, gotta love it. I think, you know what? You want my prediction? It's been so fun to follow along and just see what this amazing community of PewDiePie's 9-year-olds can really do. And it kind of sucks when you get like this much evidence that someone is cheating. It makes you feel kind of bad. It was fun while it lasted. I was really hoping PewDiePie would get the 100 million before T-series, because then he would receive the award, and that would be like the last milestone in forever. But it's gonna be a while. Anyway, this was a strange video for me. I don't know what my YouTube channel is, but subscribe if you want to. Sometimes I speak English, sometimes I don't. Now I gör inte det längre. Nu pratar vi svenska här, va? Det är så jävla svårt när man byter tillbaka till svenska. Jag vet inte vilken dialekt jag ska prata. Alltså, kan någon försöka identifiera min dialekt? Pratar jag någon dialekt? Folk säger att jag har en stark dialekt, men ingen kan säga varifrån. I alla fall, Hey guys, it's your boy, another blue shirt kid. That's me. I'm. Let's go.